Hello everybody, my name is Ekman, and welcome back to Satisfactory. Ada, I need you to move my appointment to 4 p.m. ASAP! Nah, don't worry about that, okay? Don't worry about that, it's just Ficsonium Corporation. They're, really wanting to save me. Well, not really, but you know what I mean. So last time, I actually show you how my, setup for the plutonium and Ficsonium Power is actually pretty going. And I know what you're thinking. Segment, how's your progress going for, like, filling in the desert or something? I'm glad to actually show you! Take a look at this! Wow! Look at this! Look at this! It's all nice and filled in. Now, I know what you're thinking. Was this necessary? Well, no. Probably not. But I know I could just follow the terrain and... Oh my god, look at that drone right there. It's... it's very close to the foundation. I think the only reason is because I have these, I have it all, like, filled in and stuff. Remember when it was, like, just an empty, vast desert with just power poles everywhere? Yeah, that was, like, what, a million years ago? Now it's just a desert with concrete and power poles all over the place. Obviously. And even though I could have just followed the terrain, I'd be, like, copycatting Mr. Kippets, and no, I don't want to do that, okay? There's no way I'm physically going to do that and stuff like that. So I decided to do this and just call it a day. Although it did took me quite a long time, but I did actually use the blueprint designer to pick up some speed. Okay, so now I know you are wondering what all this is about. Alright, no, not about. Sorry. So, I know you wanted to see all this, including that. I know you got your eyes on that. Yes, I'll be getting over there in just a moment. It won't take me too long. Alright. Ow! Okay, I know there's like little... Look, I know there's like still these little twigs around here. I didn't get rid of all of the, you know, all of the nature and stuff. There's still a lot. Am I? Okay, thank goodness. I thought it was going to be a problem. But no, not really. Okay, now, there is actually these manufacturers I got. So these manufacturers are the one that's making the singularity cells. And I know what you're thinking. Why do I need singularity cells for Ficsonium? Well, I'm more than happy to show you. Because if you haven't noticed, or already know or figured out by now, you need them for the plutonium waste and the singularity cell at the same time to make Ficsonium. And of course some dark matter residue. But the good news is, dark matter residue isn't going to be a big problem, because here's my plan. So this is my master plan. Part of it is actually making dark matter residue as a byproduct, which is actually an idea that everyone should do, because even though byproducts are annoying, it's actually a bit of a game changer, kind of, not really, but the one thing I did is that, oh thank goodness I left this open. The one thing I did is actually recycle all this dark matter residue, so all of this is going to come down here in two separate pipes. One of them is actually going into... Oh jeez, how do I... Oh, okay, good, thank goodness this is open. So all this dark matter residue is actually getting recycled all the way back into these particle accelerators that need dark matter residue, but because we're not making enough, I will have to make some dark matter residue as a byproduct with other machines. And it's not going to be that easy, because dark matter residue can only be made by like two different ways. So if you haven't noticed about... If you don't know about dark matter residue, it can be made in like two different ways. One is where you can use reanimated SAM, but that can be quite expensive, because SAM is quite of a rare resource. The other methods by using it as a byproduct. The only byproduct that you can get out of recipes is from synthetic power shards, Ficsonium fuel rods, obviously, the super precision oscillator, the neural quantum processor, AI expansion server, and alien power matrix. So even though we do have these options, most of them require dark matter residue, because some of them require the dark matter crystal here. And this thing is difficult to make, because even though you could just make it without diamonds, it can be quite expensive for dark matter residue, so the basic would be better. But then again, I had a better idea. In order to make a lot of it, we're going to use this recipe, dark matter trap. Using this, we can actually make a lot more dark matter crystals than just the basic recipe. And of course, if you look at the numbers, 150 for 30, but here, if we use time crystals, we can only need 150 to make 60. And if we just overclock this to 120, which is probably the amount I need, we only need about 300 dark matter residue, and we do it all in one particle accelerator. Time crystals, on the other hand, Well, there's only one recipe, and that's by just, using the basic. And we need a lot of diamonds, and even though this is not going to cut it, we could use oil, because I got plenty of it. But then again, look at this recipe. Turbo diamonds. I already have turbo package fuel being made as a byproduct. And, well, no, not byproduct. But I'm making it in a refinery. And because we have so much of it, using this recipe is definitely going to be worth it. Because instead of getting like 60 diamonds by 1200 coal, we can get 1200 coal to make 120 diamonds by using the packaged turbo fuel. Which is turbo-tastic. Sorry, I'm sorry, I know I got that from Wreck-It Ralph, okay? I just couldn't, okay? Now, all of these belts are going to be all down here with all the other resources. So all the belt work is done. I just gotta remember which belt goes to which what. Alright? But there is actually one big problem. Even though Ficsonium and electromagnetic control rods, and even though it's excited photonic matter, it's not gonna be a problem. I mean, this one's for free, but Ficsonic Trigons, 210 per minute for each of them. I need 2,100 Ficsonic Trigons. All right, okay, but yeah, I'm not very sure how much we're going to be able to get that much. But my setup over here, let me just show you. I know I have a few other things to show you because of my progress for Ficsonium, but I need to show you something over here. The Ficsonic Trigons can be made in the constructor, and that's the only machine, but the problem is, to make them we need the Ficsite ingots. And even though I could use iron ingots, that could use a lot of it, and of course we are actually using some SAM. I had to use some like summer sloops, otherwise I don't know how we're going to get this done. Now, I think there's like 840 here, so you might be wondering, couldn't you just use a smart splitter and just redirect all these Ficsonic Trigons to something else so you can stop making this? Well, yes, I can, but then, well, am I going to get a little lazy? I mean, I guess, but I don't know if I want to do that. I don't want to, like, redirect the conveyor belt here over to there, just so that way we don't have to make another huge setup of those converters here. And I actually went around the entire world last time. I managed to grab all the summer soups. Yeah, 64 right here. That's all the summer soups. I literally went around the world and there's no more. I grabbed every last one of them. So if I check all my radar towers, no summer soup here, no summer soup here, just only 5 power slugs there. We're 26 over here. So yeah, I grabbed every single summer soup in existence. All I have is 64, the rest of it is machines. Now, I can take them out of the machines, but that means I may have to make, like, maybe another converter or two to actually support this whole thing. And I don't know if I want to, like, redirect all the Ficsonic Trigons. So, how am I going to get all this Ficsonic Trigons? Good question. But I'm going to have to do it on my own time because it is going to be a lot. I think all the Ficsonic Trigons are going to be made over here somewhere. There is a water well over there, along with some quartz. I was just going to plan on... Hang on, let me show you. I was just going to plan on just making just the synthetic power shards. Because here's the thing. Since like you can make unlimited amount, I'm pretty sure you can just, sync them, right? I mean, normally you can't sync them back in early access because they're just limited amount. But now that you can make infinite amount, I'm pretty sure you could just sync them, right? I never tried this before. I'm pretty sure you could just sync them and get, like, points for it. It's not like it's gonna clock up or anything like that, but... What? Wait, what? Wait. Hold on. You're telling me that you can't sync power shards? But we can make an infinite amount of them! We have a recipe for that! You gotta be kidding me. Are you telling me I can't use the synthetic power shard to make all the dark matter residue for my Ficsonium? Well, that's just great. Actually, no, wait. I guess I should have saw this coming. We do have one option that I can use. I wasn't gonna make this at any time soon, but because it makes dark matter residue, how many power shards do we actually need? Well, each of the alien power augmenter takes 5 per minute. So 15 power shards, and we have like 60 of those summer sloops. Yeah, I guess this would work. And then they can keep making the power shards over and over again. Plus, with that 30% extra bonus with power, yes, I'll be reaching over 1 million. It's in my grasp. It is in my grasp, but I still need to set up all of the machines to make all of what we need. That is a pretty long leg. I don't know why that had to be long. Oh, wait, let me just grab another 100. And like I said before, the power shards I'll be making are just temporary. It's pretty much all over here by my Seaport Q2. I made that back in early access, so that's still like proof I have been playing this game since Update 4. Yeah, I've been playing this game since Update 4. Okay. Well, okay, let me show you something else I need to show you real quickly. That is actually changed to improve my rating, my transfer rate for items per minute. You know, hold on. Hang on a moment. You know, I don't think we need the summer soups here. I mean, we only need like 20 per minute because of this. But you know what? I think we're going to be making more of these supercomputers because of probably the AS expansion server. So, since we only need like 10, I'm going to take like some summer soups out of here. And don't worry, I'll make another set. I just want to save my summer soup, so saving 4 is actually going to be great. So, I think we're just going to make 10 over here. But don't worry, we're going to make more supercomputers. How many more? I have no idea how many more. Oh, by the way, I had to get this back up and running. I only need 100 smart pennies per minute. And I need them for the modular engine. That would be for like a future space elevator part that I'm going to need to make in the future. So the next thing I want to show you is actually the front of my desert factory, and involves my railroad network. If you haven't figured it out, yes, I did make another line from up there all the way to over here. Yep, that's what I did. Now you might be wondering, why did you make like a separate line right here? Was this necessary? Actually, the answer is yes. Also, there's that light right there. I tried to make it like black, like the same color as my railroad network. I mean, it doesn't look bad, but even though in the dark, I wasn't quite sure if this color combination right here for the portrait sign is going to work. You know what? I think I'm just going to, you know, stick with this, with what I got here. I already like the blue and black, and I already liked how the blue looks. I mean, it doesn't look like it's going to match the railroad network, but you know what? At least my neon lights here are looking pretty nice. And stuff like that. Okay, but there is something I need to tell you. This right here is important because, actually, I'll explain, but I don't know if I can show it to you. The one thing that's actually causing a bit of an issue with the transport input, or at least the throughput issue, is my trains. You see, here's the thing. I've been noticing one big problem with this intersection right here. Actually, no. It's actually these pass signals. Coffee City Studio needs to make a change because the copper train, which is right there, that's going by, for some reason, whenever these signals come up as green for each of the trains, they do get the signal, they do, but the signal is like set for that train. And what happens is that even though the other trains can go by this intersection without having any issues, these rail signals are the ones that are causing some delays. Because if you don't know, if the copper train goes from all the way from one side of the map to the other, it came from all the way over here from my motor factory in the desert. And since it's like on the other side of the world, or at least on the other side of the map, it's a bit of a problem because whenever it comes this way, it literally signals these pass signals to be green. Like that one, for example. And because this is green and that's green, it has the capabilities of just going without stopping. But that's an issue because if this line is in the green, it'll just stop this line from being also green. So what happens is that if this pass signal becomes red, the train will have to wait right here until the copper train, or copper sheet train, goes through here. As soon as the copper sheet train goes through here, then this will become green. But that's stupid! That's so unbelievably stupid! Why would one train be waiting right here for the next few minutes for the other train to go this way? Is it because the first train that gets this will be the first to go, and the train that gets here before the other still has to wait before the other one gets here? Before the other one... I mean, that's ridiculous. Because that train is coming from that direction, it's not going to be able to allow any other trains to go this way, and any trains that's stuck over here have to wait until that copper sheet train goes this way. It's stupid. I know. I mean, the other trains that got here before the copper sheet train should definitely go. And I know that's probably going to change how the path signals work and stuff, but they should really, like, rework the path signals to make it so that way no trains get delayed at all. Especially this one, which has silica in it for all my circuit boards. And I can't have any delay, otherwise those computers I'm making could possibly get delayed on, you know, making enough, because we need them for, like, radio control units, and we need them for, like, the pressure conversion cubes, and the one thing I'm really worried is not having my nuclear power go into Chernobyl and shut down, all because the waste is building up. So, if Confiscane Studio could please rework the signals so no trains are ever delayed, that would be awesome. Probably another reason why I have so many drones all over the place. Like, so many drones all over, like, the world and stuff. And look, I know I got rid of that crash site over there. It's just a bug for, like, visual distance and stuff. I don't think they actually fixed it. So they're probably going to have to, like, get into the game and figure out how to get rid of the bug where the crash site is still there. But I got rid of it, so it should not be there anymore. Yes, that's where that's where the crash site is. Yeah, there's a reason why I built this path for just one train, so that way we don't have any trains over here just being delayed and stopped and pretty much interrupt the transfer rate. Throughput issues is something I do not want to be dealing with. And because of that, I just literally don't want any of these trains to get delayed. This factory is making the pressure conversion cubes and other stuff that's very important to not get a Chernobyl effect, okay? Even though we're not burning through like a ton of rods and stuff, and we're not burning through a lot of plutonium, I do want to keep shredding up the plutonium. And if we can't make the pressure conversion cubes, you probably already know what's going to happen, which is a big of a problem. Also, I made that. Yeah, I also have those pillars in the factory, so that way it's just supporting the tracks and stuff. Now this, I know it looks really weird just to have, like, a fixed foundation like this. I know the lines are, like, separating it. But honestly, I don't know if I could just accept it. Like, there's no walls for the curve, so I can't make it look nice. But, hang on. I'm gonna go under customization. When I apply this, the coated concrete, you know, it's actually much better. And you know what? When I saw this, when I saw how good this looks, I mean, this, yeah, you know what? That's, okay, that is, yeah. Actually, yeah, you know what? Not a bad idea. I mean, it's better than just having to fix the foundation. I don't know. Kind of like it. Actually, probably like it more than than the fix the foundation. Oh, for crying out loud. Is that it? Yeah, I think that's it. At least I have a path under here now, which is pretty cool. I'm definitely going to need to color it. Oh, but I have to figure out what color foundation I want to make for this entire factory. I haven't come up with that just yet. I can color code all my train stations to the respective, like, you know, resource and stuff. Yeah, I know I can do that, but I haven't got a chance to do that. But man, yeah, I know I showed this off before. I could do as much flex as I want, but if no one's gonna be impressed by this, I mean, whatever. Oh yeah, oh yeah, that's right. I don't know how he got up here. Not sure how the bean got up here. I guess that's what people call him, Bean. So how you doing? You doing fine? He's doing fine. I mean, this is his home for all eternity. Yeah, don't ask me how he got up there. Or how he managed to get there. He just did, okay? I know he did. And I know you guys are just asking me over and over again, why do I have a to-do list on the right side of my screen? Okay, I was busy with all of this nuclear power. Actually setting up the pipes for my plutonium setup for nuclear power. And that is just, even though I turned that off on my stand, it's still pretty active. Okay, so I am going to show you another thing. And it's probably going to be the last one for the video and stuff. Now, down here, you probably remember from the previous video, I showed you the little underground for the pipes and stuff, or what do you want to call it? Maybe a basement or something? Yeah, I guess you could do that. Well, I wasn't quite sure how I was going to make the walls. I wasn't going to leave it like regular fix-it walls or like concrete walls. So instead, I went to the blueprint designer. And down here, yep, what you're seeing here is all made by me. No one came up with this blueprint design. I did. I made the blueprint design. And yes, I came up with this blueprint design for the walls. Where are you? Neon lights? Is that under neon lights? Oh yes, I got the chrome wall, which is, you know, which is like, hold on. Is that chrome? Yeah, this is like the chrome wall. Or at least the chromatic, whatever you want to call it, wall and stuff. It's actually it's actually a cosmetic under color. Yeah, chrome finish. It does have that nice little chrome finish. And I actually like it how it looks for my new wall, the plutonium walls. I call it that because of the color combination of the plutonium field rods. And I got these vents. Or no, not vents. These large fans, then you got a vent there, just in a random spot. There's nothing I could do up here because I had to leave this open for the nuclear reactors up there. And yeah, I actually like how this looks. And the big concrete pillar just makes it look a little more detailed and stuff. And I actually like how this looks. I really do. I mean, it does actually look, it does look pretty nice with this floor here. I haven't made like design for the floor yet. Actually, I'm just going to put down like patterns for the floor. So, yeah, my progress for plutonium setup is going great. And I did this all the way down. And down the end, it's just a large billboard with a, nuclear warning sign at the end. So, yeah, I just did this. Unfortunately, I couldn't repeat this progress because I wanted to keep these stairs here. So that way when we go up, I don't have to jump or anything like that. And these are just the 2-meter foundation stairs. And yeah, I did a little clipping for the fence, but the fence could just stay there. It'd be fine. I wasn't quite sure what to put here for the empty space right here. And I couldn't just, put this square sign right about here. Like, keep repeating this progress. So yeah, I think I'll just leave that there. I mean, if I put something right there for like, filling the gap. If not, then well, at least that's pretty much all I can do. I guess if I didn't do 2 meters, I guess if I didn't do 2 meters, it would be nicer, but, well, it still looks good, right? To me it is. And yes, I did the same thing on this wall, but there was like no point of just putting decorations over here, because it's all going to get covered by all these pipes. And I did actually put all these pipeline MK2 pumps down, so that way at least I know exactly where they stop next. And that's just for my plutonium waste and field rods to go. And as I did a little decoration up there. So yeah, this took me pretty long. Well, I wouldn't say too long. It did took me a long time, but nothing that took like hours or ages like the nuclear power setup. So yeah, this goes all the way down to the end. And I have a lot of it setting up and stuff. Oh, I decided to, whoops, forgot about that wall, or glass wall. Oh, well, I guess there's nothing I can do about that clipping right there, unfortunately. Just ignore it, it'll be fine. I did put these signs here just for, filling the gaps and stuff. And just telling everyone where the exit is. It's that way. of course, obviously, and put down the square signs for a warning, a nuclear warning, telling everyone not to drink this water because it's contaminated by the nuclear waste. No, by radiation. Yeah, we could go with that. Yeah, I had to, like, figure out what to do with the empty, like, slots for these walls. Now, I guess what I could do is deconstruct one of these walls and actually put an elevator in it, so that way we have a way to get out. A second way to get out, yes. You know what, that's not a bad idea. And I guess I could have a conveyor belt coming down here. Yeah, that would actually be pretty nice. Oh man, but you guys should have seen it when it was like nighttime. It looks so good. And no, I am gonna finish down here. It's just that I gotta get all the pipes connected. Now I can use the auto connect, but because I already put this down manually, it is gonna take me a while. But for you guys, you're lucky. You don't have to see me do all of this tedious work, where I have to connect them one by one. Don't worry, I'll be doing that in my own time when I get a chance. But you know, me making other videos, it does take a long time. But hey. At least I am making fabulous progress! I am. I mean, the progress is maybe important, may not be important. Don't worry about it, okay? It is actually going pretty well. And I could have think of a different wall design, but you know what? You know what? No. I actually like how all this turns out. I'll ignore that foundation up there. That's just for my pipes. Actually, wait. Hold on. Do I want to keep that foundation right there? It doesn't look like it's, Hold on, is there a way I can... I mean, I can change that. I don't know if I want to, though. You know what? No. You know what? No. I think I'm just going to keep it there, so it can tell me where all of the water pipes are coming from. Just to warn me not to mess with it. Alright? Now, you know how that has happened from other people that accidentally mess with something and then... Uh-oh, the whole system has been, dying out. Well, I want to say dying out. But you know what I mean. Okay. So, over here, we have a wall over here that I colored, so that way I know where all the water pipes are going. I haven't finished this up because I gotta connect all the wires over here. I'll figure it out, don't worry about it. And I just have this as an opening. And look at all this! Look at all these water extractors. I got all the pipe work done over here. Unfortunately, this is not enough water extractors because we have... Oh, jeez. I think we got 40. Let me do a cat count first. So just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And yes, all of them have power shards, so they're all maxed out and overclocked. 6, 7. Okay, just 5 there. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Wait. Oh, shoot. Did I exit? Oh, crap. I kind of like overcount, or lost count. And I got another bee friend on our water extractor. Again, don't ask me how these dudes are getting on top of my machines. I was just going to leave them there. I mean, at least I'll be able to see the show going when all these get active. Those are just for, you know, my factory over there. So, those are just going to be left alone. So, got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, I got 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Yeah, there's 40 here, but I have like 42 of these, so I need 84, and we're like 44 short. And this pipe system right here I build, well, I actually build a foundation right here, and I use these painted beams just for, you know, holding just that up and stuff. And I couldn't just, you know, leave like any like foundation work here because of the machines right here, but that's fine. The pipe can just do that. It's just one long mega pipe. And those water extractors right there, just pumping the pipes into that. Just support these two right here in the front. And I'll have to color the walls later. And no, I'm not deconstructing these walls. It's just got like colored concrete and concrete on the side. And I'm going to show you why I'm using these walls in the first place. Alright. Also, I know there's like this little gap right here. I know I've shown you this before, this little gap. this, what looks like a painted beam? Well, that's because I made this. Whoop. I have to slide under here. And I'm just going to leave everything the way it is. I might change these walls. I might just change them to chromatic and plutonium. Just so that way it looks a little bit better. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. But I don't think there's a point of doing that since I'm never going in there. But I have the door there just in case if something happens. At least for maintenance. And now this foundation, I had to build outwards while destroying more of the foliage of nature. This is going to be the foundation for all of the remaining pipes. How many? 22, I think. Yeah, 22. 22 pipes, all 600. And we need that for all of my nuclear power plants and stuff. Also, now I have some limestone over here. Got copper over here. There's still, like, ores over here I haven't grab and claim, which is good news for the future. I got some coal over here that I haven't actually dug up and used, even though these two are up here. That's a 600, so we have like a total of 600 right there as usual. And I have it all going out here to the ocean. Yep. So I got these water extractors here, and I'll have to do the pipe later on. I also have some water extractors also over here, all the way out here. I guess I could have put some water extractors here, but nah, it'd be fine. We got plenty of space out here. I mean, why put some in here when it's a little cramped when I could just put the water extractors out here? And thank goodness I've been doing these foundation work, otherwise it wouldn't be possible to get all of this done. So I need like 44, right? So, how many are over there? I think there's like 6 there, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. There's like 20 here. There's like 20 here, right? Okay, so I think I need like, what? I said I need 44. Oh, do I need 20? Do I need 24 more? Yeah, I said that. I think there's like 84 and 40. And I think there's like 20 here. I did count. It's like, I know there's like 6 there. Yeah, there's 20. Sorry. I had to do a lot of thinking in my head, counting in my head to make sure. I didn't want the numbers to be like, you know, 20. I guess we... You know what? I guess we do actually... I guess I do could turn this down to 24. Okay. Hopefully my math is not off, but I'm pretty sure that I have... Like, you know... I'm pretty sure that I have... Pretty much all of the water structure is going to be built out here. And let's see. Is it possible we could connect these together? Well, yes. Yes. Like this. Now, I'm not going to bother making a video about, you know, connecting the water pipes and stuff to the, you know, nuclear power. We do have, like, other things to worry about, too, as well. And let's see. How do I want to connect this to the rest of the foundation? I use these frame foundations just so that way the water can just continue to flow. I don't think there's any reason to do that, but, you know, it's whatever. Oh, wait, I could just... Oh, wait, that actually... Wait, what the heck? Was that floating in midair? I think it was. Okay, yeah, but... Oh, yeah, that'll definitely work. Oh, perfect. Sweet. Okay. Put you here, here. I gotta make sure each of them... I'm gonna make sure they're all at the same level. Because sometimes they could get a little in the water. And I've seen that happen before. Not on another YouTube video. It happened to me. Which is a little funny and hilarious. Which I find funny and hilarious. But other than that, it's actually pretty good. Let's see. Where do I want to put this? Well, I want to put it onto the side. I wouldn't be on the... I mean, I wouldn't be on there. Where we're living life on the edge. Literally. At least I'm able to keep the power lines going. And keep all this working. Okay. What? Oh, shoot. Okay, no, not that. Good thing that was not plugged in. Otherwise, I'd be electrifying the entire ocean. That's just not good. I mean, there's nothing living in this ocean in this game. Unless Ficsonium Studio changed that, and then we got some living creatures living in the ocean. Alright. So let's see. All I'm going to do... Let's get this over here. And yes, this is how I'm going to do it. All the pipes are going to be in the middle on one foundation. I wonder how that's going to look like. How many did I say that we need? Like, I think I said no, 40, I think 44? Yeah, I think 44 is the correct number. Okay. That. And I didn't want any of these wires to be clipping into the machine stuff. I didn't make a blueprint, but I didn't make a blueprint for, like, you know, 24 of the stackable pipelines. Yep, okay, I wanted to see something real quickly, like, how many, like, my question is, how many, I mean, we got need 24. Let me see, if I just, let me just leave something for a moment. Jeez. Not sure why this is blue and that's not matching. That could be fixed. Which is weird. I see, okay. Alright, so it's got 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24. Oh, whoops. Whoops. There we go. See, that's fine. We might have some, wires clipping into the pipes, but there's nothing I can do about that. It's fine, no one's gonna care. See, there's like 24 right here. And I think that's how many we actually need. I think I should probably go back to the wall where all the pipes are gonna go in. Yeah, I was right, there's 6 here. So yeah, I think we need about 20 more, since I put down, like, about how many? 4 of them? Yeah. Okay, yeah. Let me just go back. I want to make sure that my math is right. Because if not, I'm going to have to deconstruct. I'm not sure if I want to do that. Was it necessary to do a little zigzag here with the power poles? Probably not. But later on, I am just going to build a wall up. Oh, wait. What the heck? No. See how this foundation's clipping? No. No. Hold on. I can fix this. Okay, it's fine. Well, that means we might have to move... Hang on. Move this right about here somewhere. I guess we could put it right there. Let me just move that right there. Get rid of that. And then color this to that. And... Okay, much better. Sorry. Look, if you understand, that was quite a long leg first save. If you understand, I just want things to look very nice, okay? I don't want any, like, nature or any kind of rock clipping into, like, to fix the foundation or anything like that. The top of the foundation, I care. The sides, well, they're going to cover it by walls, so it's not going to matter. Okay, so back to the wall of inserting a bunch of pipes in. This one big poor wall, getting all of these, like these pipeline wall holes. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Wait, there's 19 here. Oh wait, okay, yeah, I think I got 3 of these. Wait, hold on. Let me just do this real quick. Let me probably count once again. I think all these pipes are all connected to, yeah. And we have this pipeline junction because there's one down there and one over here, which is that one right there. They have to be connected together, so I had to make sure this goes over this, and so that way it's just not in the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Oh, wait a minute. That's right. I forgot. Because we have these 2 up here that's already been... Oh, wait. And that means we don't even need about 20 more. I think we only need about 16 more. Yeah. Yeah, I only need about 16 more. Exactly. Yeah. Alright. Okay. You know what? I need to figure out how this, this auto-connect works. Wait, actually, no. Hold on. I do have... We got 3 pipe support. If I just do... auto-connect, unless we have... Hold on. Here it is. This... See? It's all connected like this. Okay, good. That's... See? I did make something like this. 3x3, but I think we're going to need something bigger than this. I think I know how we're going to do that. So if I set that down... See, there's the auto-connect. See, that actually works. I think it's because the pipes need to be all connected to each of the support. How far does this go? Oh, okay, so there's a limit of how far they can go. About 2 foundations? Really? That's the limit, Conferencing Studio? Oh, I just don't want to leave this here is all. Ah, you know what? I think I'm gonna go... I want to go use the Blueprint Designer. I gotta try something out real quickly. There we are! Back here again. Okay, let's see. We don't need like 24, but I think we need about 22 of the stackable pipelines and pipeline supports. So what I'm gonna do is make maybe a little bit of pipeline support and stuff like that. How do I want to do this? Let's see. I think what I'm gonna do is actually have one right here somewhere. Hold on. Actually, yeah. I don't think it matters where I build it. It'll always be in the middle, but I actually just like to, build exactly in the middle of the whole thing. Huh. Actually, wait. We can color those. Of course. And then we can do a stackable pipeline. And then just do this. 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. Guess we need like 1 extra. Right there. Okay. Oh sure, maybe I shouldn't have built a mill. Actually, no. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. So let's see. If I just go about... let me just go about here real quickly. And then do something like that. Maybe something like that. I want to try something. This. Oh, it's a good thing the colors are still the same. Let's see. Do I want to put down the pumps or something? I don't know how we're going to do that in the middle. Huh. Not sure we're going to do that in the middle. If I have to, like, deconstruct just to get the middle. No, don't you dare do that. Don't you dare. Come on. Okay. I don't think I want to make that as a, I'm gonna make this as, like, maybe a temporary... Maybe I'll keep it. Maybe I'll keep it. Just so that way... it can be just made pretty nicely. Oh, hold on. Almost forgot one thing. Okay, just a little temporary. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm almost done. Okay, so if the arrow's going to go that way, I'm going to do one thing, and that is to deconstruct this front. Now we just need to do one thing, and that is to make a blueprint. Of course, not new blueprint. I think I'll make a 21 support pipe with an S at the end, so that way I'm not confused. And icon. I think we're gonna do. That's the MK2, yeah. There we go. Okay. Now save it. Go to under blueprints. Unidentify. Edit. Take this. Go under logistic. And then put it right here. Apply. And there we go. Now let me see. Just want to see something from it. Oh. Oh. Oh, wow. Oh. Yes. Oh, wow. Okay, hang on. Whoa, I don't know how this is going to work on it. Hold on. Is it, there's got to be some way to get it all connected or something. Okay, this might be a little weird. Just to, okay, how do I auto-connect? Okay, yeah, how do I auto-connect the rest of these? Like, they're not auto-connecting properly. Let's see. If we do something like that, okay, yeah, there we go. Okay. Alright, it is all gonna connect, but I'm kind of wondering... That's weird. Why is it doing that? Okay. Okay, I think there is something... Okay, there might be something buggy about the auto-connects feature. Huh. Yeah, this might be... Okay, yeah, it's not... I mean, it is auto-connecting, but it's not auto-connecting all the others. I think it's because there's a limit of how far each of them can go. Huh. Hang on. Maybe because we're in the Blueprint Designer. Clear it. Alright. Take all. Alright, let me test this. I'm just having like an understanding how these blueprints work and for the auto-connecting. Okay, let's see. Now, I'm just gonna have something like this. Okay. Okay. Yeah, the others are not... The other pipes are not auto-connecting. I might have to still do one at a time. Yeah. That might definitely need to improve that. For the quality of life of these, you know. Well, at least it could connect in the back. Okay, let's see. Oh, oh! Oh, okay. Wait, no, that's... Okay. Okay, can it stop? Stop. Some ASMR right there. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the... I need to go back to the factory. I need to see how this is going to work. Okay, just want to test. Alright, just want to see the test first. Let's see. Let's see. If I just have something like... Oh, it doesn't have to be perfect precision. But I am going to put one right here. Have it auto-connect. Just on the default. Huh. And it doesn't look like it's going to use the curved pipes. Strange. Should it? I mean, it should. Hold on. How about we do... Yeah, curve like that. Does it curve or does it not curve? I think it does. Kind of. I mean, it says there's like yellow, but I think it's just yellow this. So why are the others not connecting? Why are the others not connecting? I mean, they all should be connecting. It's weird. What? Whoa, wait a minute, what? What did... Okay, so they all do connect. Okay, so they all do connect. Holy cow. Oh, jeez. Okay, it's gonna be... it's gonna be a little laggy, but it's fine. Okay, if I leave it right... Wait. Wait. I'm sorry. Whoa, whoa. Okay, easy. Easy now. Okay, it looks like it's all gonna connect. So click once. Alright. Okay. And then... because there's a limit of how far they can go. Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so it does work. Holy cow. Holy cow. I'm not very sure about my dimensional deep... Oh, crap. That's right. I only have one dimensional depot for the copper sheets. Don't worry. I'll make a change for that. Hang on. That is going to be a change. do this. Oh, that's what's going on. Okay, let me just push H right there. I just want to make sure. Yeah, okay. I don't know if it's using the curve. Wait, it actually is. Oh, nice. Okay. It actually is using the curve. Nice. That's exactly what I wanted to do. Yeah, okay, okay, okay. That is exactly what I want to do. Well, depending on how far we gotta go. That's how much copper sheets we're gonna use. Okay. Yep. An eventual depot for copper sheets ain't gonna be happy about this one. Okay, hold on. I think what I'm gonna do, because we have like a bit of a. Here, how about we put one here? Because we have like a bit of a zigzag. Yeah, I'm gonna use the straight pipes. That's going to help a lot. Oh, oh, not like that. Oh dear, no, not like that. I don't want to have it connected like that. Hang on. I think we'll just do something like that. Now, unfortunately, I think we're going to have to do this manually. But with the straight pipes, I don't think it's going to be a problem. We'll have to do one at a time. Yeah, wait. Actually, hold on. Maybe. Wait, hold on. Maybe there's some way we can make this work. Hold on. I got the support, but is it going to auto-connect? It doesn't look like it's auto-connecting. Oh, no. Okay, I think I understand how these are working. That's too long. Yeah. Wait, actually, hold on. I could place down one of these 3x3 supports. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I want to leave it like that. Oops, forgot about that. Color blue. It's fine. Oops. Nope. Okay. Ah, there we go. So I guess what I could do is I could just manually connect these one at a time. I'm not very sure how I'm gonna get the pipeline pump in the middle. I mean, I could just, you know, deconstruct, and that's it. Yeah, I know it looks really weird, but you know how the auto-connect is for the blueprint designer, I guess. Of course, we can actually do horizontal over the vertical right here. Hang on. Just don't want the pipe to be touching the wall like that. Yep. Then I can just do straight right here. Oh, nice. It connects right there without having any issues. That's perfect. That's exactly what I want to see. Okay. It's kind of a bit of a... it's kind of a bit of a tedious work to be connecting these manually. But at least the path has already been made, so that's not a big of an issue. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to do these one at a time. It's going to be quite tedious all the way down. But hey, at least you know, I got the 21 pipe supports. I know it's kind of weird for one side to have all these supports and the other side doesn't. At least the goodness is I don't have to do all that auto-connecting. Or at least I don't have to do all that connecting. But the amount of copper sheets we need, it's a bit of a question. I mean, if it's possible. So if I put one right here, okay. Just one like that. Alright, let me just switch to curve. Then I should be able to do the curve without any issues. Yeah, okay. Is that gonna be too... Wait, is that gonna be too close? Hang on. Oh, that might be a little too close. Yeah, wait. No. No. Hang on. I think what I'm gonna do is... Okay, hang on. Actually, no, wait. I think what we're gonna do is just we're gonna do, like, maybe... I think I'm gonna use the straight... For the straight pipes. I think that's gonna be fine. Oh, shoot. I forgot about the color. Well, at least I can change that real easily. Okay. Probably a better way than doing this. Okay. No, yeah, I think you get the idea. Okay, I'm not gonna go. Yeah, I'm not gonna do the recording for all this. Oh crap! I forgot about height. Yeah, that's just gonna have to for me to deal with. Well, that's for future me to deal with. And you know what? I think it's just gonna be a good idea to cap it here. My dimensional depot is just screaming at me to just stop. It's just too much for it. Okay, that's something I can fix. I can actually fix the dimensional depot. I can make, like... I got, like, plenty of copper around the world, so I'll just turn a lot of the copper into copper sheets, and we'll just be making a lot of it. Okay, well, thank you all so much for watching. I'll be getting this done in no time, and I'll definitely leave the link down in the description below if you want to see this. Now, don't ask me when 1.2 comes out for this game. I have no idea when that come out, but when it does drop, I'll be ready for it. Probably not in, like, you know, the early early experimental release. Because like I said, if I try doing experimental, I might have to, like, do some little change of how I'm going to be able to play it by backing up my save files. And that's the thing. If you're going to play experimental, better make sure you back up your saves for the next one, because, well, obviously, if you don't, then you might be screwed. But me, might be best I just stay out experimental to its full release. Well, this is pretty much my progress so far for setting up plutonium and Ficsonium. Well, no, not plutonium. That's already been done because of my nuclear power setup. That's already been done. Now it's just, you know, getting Ficsonium up, and I cannot wait to actually activate it. So, yeah. Well, anyway, thank you again for so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!